Hi, everyone, and welcome back to the Star Wars Library. Today we're going to be talking about a couple things. The first one is the next novel in the Junior Jedi Knights series. Still by Nancy Richardson as the author. This is the second book called Lyric's World. And so obviously it was originally published as this in 1996. And then, of course, I have it collected in this nice Junior Jedi Knights omnibus as well. I do have a couple copies. So, in this novel, it's pretty much an immediate follow-up to the Golden Globe, where we were introduced to Lyric, which was that dog Jedi-looking thing, or whatever. Basically, they're going to the eighth moon of Yavin, Yavin 8, and basically they're trying to help Lyric get back to the elders of her race, and so to do that, she has to go through like this change or whatever, and basically to help her look like her true self, essentially. So they go on this big adventure. Lyric is trying to get to this level. Lyric has to go through this ritual, and then she has to uncover like this ancient mystery involving like the different carvings in these caves or whatever. It's kind of interesting, and even like the cover, as you see here, it's very, very different. Yavin 8 is very, very different landscape wise in comparison to Yavin 4, which is like the jungle-esque. So it's kind of cool to see like, okay, like these moons are different in terms of their locations and their landscapes. So to me, that was really interesting. They do eventually get back to Yavin 4. Luke is not happy with them, and basically they kind of end that adventure there. And basically Ikrit, who we met in the last book as well, is kind of pleased with these kids, and is kind of like, okay, like these guys could be beneficial to me at a later date. So personally, I think that this is a huge step up from the first book. I didn't mind the first book, but this one, there's definitely a lot more action, and as children's books go, that's something I think that you probably want, is a little bit more action, a little bit more intensity or whatnot. So I think that this was a good step to go in, especially now that we're in book 2. We've set up some exposition so you can get right into the action and a lot more into the story. So I enjoyed this one quite a bit. The second thing we're going to talk about is the final Jabba the Hutt comic book from Dark Horse Comics. And of course, yes, it is the final Jabba the Hutt comic, and this one is called Jabba the Hutt Betrayal. And so this is the cover right here. I, of course, have it collected in the Omnibus Wild Space Volume 2. So basically, this one is by Jim Woodring, and Art Weatherthwell is who illustrates it. And basically, in this, Bib Fortuna, Jabba's right hand that we all know from Return of the Jedi, and even in Phantom Menace, is scheming to basically put together a slave revolt against Jabba. He's going against his master, and there's a lot of things here. It's a lot of ruthless stuff. There's a lot of betrayal, and basically, Fortuna, goes against him, and basically, and ultimately what happens is Bib Fortuna is kind of like, oh crap, I'm gonna get caught, and he accidentally ends up killing like this champion bounty hunter or alien or whatever. And so basically Jabba's like, hey, you risked your life for me, so I'm not going to forget that, okay? I'm going to let you stay with me. Because essentially Bib is not fully in place yet as Jabba's right hand, but, it kind of ends with Jabba going, you and me, Bib, you and me. And Bib's like, and me, Your Excellency. And so it kind of ends there. So it's an interesting tale. Like I said, I did not think I would like these Jabba the Hutt comics as much as I have. And every single one of them, they're fun reads. I've greatly enjoyed them. So I'm kind of surprised I liked them as much as I did. but I do think that they're really good. So the question, I guess, are these things essential for your Star Wars reading? No, these aren't. You know, if I guess if I had to give a recommendation of the two, I would say go the Junior Jedi Knights, just because I think it's a little bit better. And again, Anakin Solo is going to play more of a, and even Tahiri are going to play more of a more prominent role later on in like the Del Rey books and whatnot. So you're getting to know them more here. Jabba the Hutt, I mean, do you have to read these to, you know who he is and know more and understand him more in the movies or whatever? No, you don't. They're fun little one-shot comics. But I tell you what, like I said, I really mean it when I say that they're fun. They're enjoyable. I really do get a kick out of these. So I would say read it if you can. I think this is a great way to get your hands on it if possible. They're, like I said, they're good stories. I don't have anything negative to say about them, but I just don't think that they are as prominent in the grander expanded universe. But that's just my opinion. But anyways, thanks so much for tuning in, everyone, and I'll see you next time with another episode. Until then, may the Force be with you.